Alright, so today I'm going to be talking to y'all a little bit about one of the simplest plays in basketball. Super easy to run. It's so easy, 3-year-olds could do it. The pick and roll is one of the simplest plays in basketball offensively. While it may be simple to run, if it is executed properly, it can be a nightmare for many defenses. It's almost impossible to guard if you can run it perfectly. That's why you can see this simple play ran all the way down to youth leagues and all the way up to the NBA. From John Stockton to Steve Nash to today's Stephen Curry, the pick and roll has been a cornerstone for NBA offenses for decades. Hall of Fame point guard Bob Cousy once said, if you had 5 guys who knew how to run the pick and roll and do it really well, you wouldn't need any other offense. Players like John Stockton and Karl Malone have even made Hall of Fame careers off of the pick and roll because it is so dominant. It's nothing new in today's league to see big men and forwards pass and shoot like guards, which is why the pick and roll is so prominent today. But with such prominence of multi-talented big men in the league, teams are more versatile than ever. Today's positionless league is close to what Cousy had imagined when he said if you had 5 men who could run it perfectly. Teams are running the pick and roll more frequently than any other time in the past decade. So if I could have a volunteer, junior, to help me run the pick and roll, I'm going to show you the basic steps. So it starts off with, if a point guard has the ball, he calls for a screen to set on this side. First thing you want to do, right here, set a screen, and you're going to drive off of their shoulder, attack the shoulder, and then he's going to roll towards the basket. You're going to bounce pass it to him. What you never want to do, you never want to chest pass it, because if you chest pass it, they're going to steal it. So every time, attack the shoulder and bounce pass, and hopefully they score. Another way to do it is set a screen on this side, is if I'm coming off the screen and the defender goes with him, I can drive in and dunk. And one of the last ways to do it is, send me another screen right here, is many of today's leagues, they drive off of it and pull up for a jump shot. Or you can do what's called a pick and pop, which is where if you set me a screen, I'm going to drive it. Instead of him rolling towards the basket, he's going to pop out for a shot. And so I'm going to kick it out to him for a third. Hopefully, they don't shoot like that in a real game. Hopefully, the ball goes in and they don't throw it off the backboard. If I could have another volunteer, like Ethan, if you have someone that is the height of Ethan or similar, you're going to want to set a screen, but instead of bounce passing it to him like you'd normally do, you can throw it over the defenders because he's taller than everyone else, and he can dunk it like that. So that is how you run the pick and roll. If you can learn to execute it correctly and to perfection, you can become very prominent in doing this.